What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. All right. So we are back with Dr. Mary. Yay. All right. She has given us a little time to give us some information on several things that people have been writing me about, whether it was in the medical field, any job opportunities, some medical insurances, and maybe some other things that maybe we can get into as we try to keep this about 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
She's very busy.
Minutes.
15 minutes because she's going on shift here in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get to the people out there who are coming by the droves to Tanzania. Mm-hmm. There are people who are in the medical field, and they are interested in how does Tanzania will recognize maybe their so-called status in the medical field. Mm-hmm. What can you share with the people out there?
Okay, fine. So that's a good question. I think from the last video I had a few people asking me about it. Mm-hmm. They're from USA specifically, and they're asking me, and most are nurses. I've encountered this. So I tried checking out with my country, like how someone can go about it. So I realized it's very simple. Apparently in our country it's probably more simple than any country, I think. So for instance, I'll talk about nursing because that's one I know for sure.
Nursing.
Yeah, nursing.
Okay.
So if you're a nurse out there and you want to come, whether volunteering or you want to move in and work, establish your life here, so what you do is you go to they have a website, it's called Tanzania Nursing and Midwifery Council, TNMC. So you go there and there's a form that you upload and you fill your details, and there's a part of the form that has to be filled in your country, your home country, mm-hmm. like to approve your license and all that you're truly a nursing practitioner and your license is valid. And after that, you submit the form to the council, and they will go through it, and they'll approve and they'll give you a license. And once you have a practicing license, that's it. So you can work in any place without no one asking you about the license.
Yeah.
So if you want to volunteer, and you know where you want to go volunteer, that means you're on the right path.
Okay. So you can volunteer or you can go ahead and seek employment.
Yeah.
Great.
If you say, sorry, I'm laughing. You're coming from America and you come seek employment in the government in Tanzania.
Why you laugh?
Oh my God, I love my country. I love it.
But what's so funny? Come on, please share what?
No, seriously, unless you want to volunteer for sure, but if you really want to expect to leave, I don't know. If you're moving in, the salary is like $300.
$300. We talked about this before we shot this right here. Between $300 to $400, you're going to look at a month of making to being a nurse.
That's a good deal in private sector. If you go to the government and apply, I don't know. Rather you work. If you're coming to volunteer, that's very fine.
Yeah.
But if you have a family and you expect to leave, unless you have a reason for moving out to them, seriously.
Yeah.
If you want to help the community of Africa, in particular Tanzania, I advise you come.
So what she's saying basically is that right here, if you're gonna come here looking for a job and wanting to make $300 a month, really, it might behoove you just to volunteer because there's no demands, no stress that you have to worry about every day have to be at work for.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But some people say, hey, volunteering is free. I might as well go ahead and get paid while I'm at it. But I don't know how it all works. But yes, so we'll have it in the description where you can go to that website so that you who want to be volunteers to go out there and do the forms and make sure you get your credentials signed off where you are in your country.
Yeah.
And you can come here and very simple to go ahead and get established.
Very simple, right?
Or start their own practice.
Sorry?
Could they start their own practice?
Yeah, you could.
There you go.
Yeah, you could. You could come and establish your own facility.
There you go.
Now we have a new president who is welcoming the investors. It's going to be even more easier.
There you go. Yeah. Already. Now, if I can get my wife on board, we open up a practice here.
Oh, yeah. Actually do that.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Now, we got that out the way. Besides nursing, is there any other fields in the medical field that there might be availability as far as volunteering and stuff like that?
Tanzania needs every person in health sector.
Okay.
So if you're a lab personnel, if you're a pharmacist, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, you're very much welcome because it's still in short. You understand?
Yeah.
So everybody is still needed in our country at this moment.
There we go. Already. So let's talk about, okay, we know you mentioned about the new president. She came in, okay, and there's some new things that are kind of, people kind of ran out and all that right there. Now I'm about to travel out of the country, so I know that I have to get a COVID test now, leaving out of the country. That's something new that they started, right?
Yeah.
That you got to get a COVID test, coming in, and also you got to leave, you got to have one wherever the country you're going to, leaving out. How's COVID?
COVID.
I mean, are the numbers up, down? Are they kind of like staggered? Are they in
Yeah,
between? They kind of, where are they?
Okay, for me to know exactly how the situation of COVID is in my country, it's very hard since I don't have the statistics.
Right.
There are no studies. Right now, we know at least researchers are now allowed to conduct studies.
But now I'm talking about as far as in your domain here, what you deal with.
I was coming there.
Okay.
So, in my experience, in my domain, so there are not a lot of people with COVID. Even those who come as suspects and you test them, they come out negative.
Yeah.
So
I did too. Remember last time?
yeah, you're a suspect and you're negative.
Yeah.
So even symptoms, the chest symptoms have decreased.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I do test a lot of people who go out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do that, and most of them are negative.
Most people negative. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah.
I hope it is good as it seems. You've been in Tanzania, so you've seen.
I
You've
have
seen the weather.
problem. Everybody's walking around here without no mask still.
I'm sitting with you with no mask.
No mask, no nothing. And I mean, people are not falling out on the street. People are not out here that I see. They're dying, and you don't hear ambulance blaring down the street.
No, you don't.
I'm here at this facility right here, and I have yet to see people rushed in, and
No.
Nah. Let's talk about that. One requirement is yellow fever. Is yellow fever a problem here that you see amongst your patients and stuff?
No. I don't even remember the last time I saw a yellow fever patient.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But it's a requirement.
Yeah, it's a requirement. Yeah. Get your yellow fever shot or
So
something.
there are no more cases. No cases of yellow fever patients.
No cases of yellow fever.
Yeah, if there are, probably very few.
Very
In my
few.
clinic, we haven't experienced any.
Okay. But now, malaria. Let's talk about the malaria, because I know we didn't really hit on malaria, but what's the deal with the malaria? Because you mentioned about, one of the things people want to be concerned about, whether or not they're going to their different countries, is maybe being tested first before leaving.
Yeah. So I've encountered a few people, however they're not from America,
Right.
from South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
who left the country, who they work here,
Mhm.
mining and other activities. So once they go to their country, you may leave the country asymptomatic, but you have contracted the parasite.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to your country, that's when you start showing symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's very hard for them to, start off diagnosing malaria.
Mhm.
So they'll start with infection, trying to find all these other causes and just miss the malaria. So by the time you diagnose with malaria, this is not in America, I'm just saying this is particularly an example for a client I had who was from South Africa, nearly to the point of dying. By the time they realized it's malaria and they had to start looking for medication, it was a friend who had, some medication in
Yeah.
stock. So what I'm saying is, it's good if before you fly out, just check out for malaria.
All right, so you heard it,
And when you come in, be careful because mosquitoes are all over the place.
Some areas more than others, but yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm seeing more mosquitoes now than I have seen since I've been here since January.
If it's raining season,
Yeah.
you expect more
There we go.
mosquitoes.
More mosquitoes. There we go. And so, malaria, you heard, she did not think that America might have been equipped with the medications if you live here to go to America. And I'm like, they got America's the drug capital of the world. They got all the drugs.
You can help say that, yeah.
Yeah, they're the drug capital of the world. I mean, and I don't say that as a bragging for that country, America, but this is just a problem. Drugs are a problem in America. So, okay, so then we talked about that, and hey, take advice that if you're leaving back out, maybe you want to get tested before you leave, because you might be, may be asymptomatic, right?
Yeah.
And don't show no symptoms, but maybe it behooves you to know before you leave. Now, we were going to talk about insurance. Because people ask me, how much does it cost for this or that or this? So let me just share maybe the top 3 things that are problematic in the Black community in America. Diabetes, high blood pressure, and there's a third one.
BPH?
What? No. No. Let's stick with the blood pressure and the high blood pressure, the blood pressure and the diabetes for right now. What would it cost for somebody to get blood work for diabetes?
Okay. So you need regular, at least monthly, or there's the test you do monthly.
Okay.
The test you do daily.
Right, they do, yeah.
Yeah, you have to have the glucometer machine at home for easy testing, and there are other tests that you do monthly basis, and the other 3 or 6 monthly. So the costs differ. It's about 3,500. What's that?
3,500.
It's about $2.
3,500 is that's a 3,500 is $1.75.
Yeah, that's like for blood glucose. If you wanna go and check for blood glucose, it's like $2.
$2 to get your blood work checked for.
But if same applies to urine. If you're not, because you also need to check for urine.
Okay.
If you have to, regular check.
Yeah.
Because you're prone to these infections in the urine, so you rather check urine regularly as well. So urine is the same, $2.
$2.
That's urine analysis.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's one that is called HbA1c, glycated hemoglobin. So that is around that is 36,000. It's around.
Okay, it's about $16. 16 US dollars. Okay, well, let me ask you, because we want to get into that insurance. You said there's different packages when we were talking earlier about insurances, because there are people who are going to be coming here, they're trying to stay here for a little longer time. And what would be, maybe the cheapest package as far as insurance will go?
Yeah, that's actually a good point of discussing. So, I suggest a person who is coming in here would rather get an insurance, because it saves a lot of trouble, actually. So, insurance, the cheapest you can get is $300.
$300 US dollars?
Yeah, $300 a year.
A year, okay.
Yeah, that will actually cover for most of things, including consultations, to different doctors, different hospitals, some blood tests. I say some because in some insurances, some blood workups are not included.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So, but most of the blood workups are included.
Okay.
Some medications, actually most of the medications are included.
All
So
right.
it's good if you have insurance. If you know you're coming in and you're gonna stay in for a little while, get an insurance.
$300. Wow.
It is easier. It is easier if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But however, these insurances also they know. So if you come in with a chronic illness, for instance, renal failure, and you require dialysis, or pregnancy, and you're gonna need delivery in 9 months, right? Or less. They they have a regulation. They need you to be a member for at least a year. 1 year.
Be a member to get insurance.
No. To get treatments for certain medical conditions.
You have to be here for a year.
Yeah, you're gonna be a member. Of that insurance for 1 year.
1 year, gotcha.
That is if you need, like these are like a big more costful services.
Yes.
You know, dialysis.
Yep.
It's about
Pregnancies
$1 million
and
a
stuff.
week.
That's good to
pregnancy
know.
Stuff, yeah. So if you're pregnant, yeah, it may help you with the consultation, some medical, medicine, sorry. And then by the time you're going for delivery, it won't cover for that.
Okay, so yes, the complicated ones, like you said, the pregnancies and all that right there, well, you have to be a member of insurance for 1 year. Okay, and look out too, because I'm going to be doing an interview with a pediatrician for those who have children, that you can get information on that. Is there anything else, Dr. Mary, that you would like to share with those who are coming into the country or leaving the country?
What can I say? Our country's beautiful. No, seriously, everybody's welcomed. We counted many people who say it's a beautiful country, so I encourage and I welcome people to our country. Those people who want to move in and relocate and live, you're welcome.
And they don't have to worry about medical. You all have some of the latest and greatest things.
No, we do have. Don't worry about how you're gonna get your medical care. It is available.
As well as medications.
Yeah, we do transplants as well. So
Mm-hmm.
it is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, you heard it from the good old doc right here. If y'all have any other questions, I will have her personal information on, so y'all don't contact me, that she can possibly you can contact her if at all possible, if she gives it to me and all that right there. But with that, family, we appreciate that, and we'll be on to our next interview. Hopefully, our pediatrician and a dentist. I will be doing this week as well. So this is your man, not your boy. Go back to Africa.
I got that right.
All right.